My name is Jessica. I'm the Social Media and Community Manager here at University of the People, and I have a very, very special guest with me today. His name is Andreas, and he is from Colombia,
From Colombia, living in Romania. Yes.
Amazing.
Thank you very much.
Andreas, where are you? I'm sorry, what do you study right now?
Right now, I'm a student of health science. I'm in my bachelor degree. I'm in my third term with the University of the People.
Okay, amazing. So we'll get into the interview. We'll talk about this health science degree in a minute or two. We'll let everyone sign on. I want to say hi to our viewers. Hello, everyone out there. How are you today? Let us know in the comments. Oh, I see one from Mido. Hello, Mido. Thank you for commenting and tuning in today. Why don't our students let us know what you're studying, and our applicants let us know which country you're from, so we can kind of differentiate the two. I create these interviews. Oh, hi, Alex. How are you? Good morning. Alex is a regular. Alex in Mexico. So I create these interviews with for applicants and students. So it's really for everybody. So everyone can tune in. We are an inclusive university. So how is everyone doing today? Crazy times with Corona. I want to know how your guys are holding up. I'm really excited to be here today. A few announcements about UoPeople. We do have a save your spot deadline. That is Saturday, June 6th. So don't forget to save your spot. I've included oh, hi, Hala, how are you? I've included a link in the description of this event. So all you have to do is copy the link and paste it into a browser, and then you're halfway there. So that will take you straight to the application page. If anyone has any questions, please don't hesitate to ask during the event, and I will try my best to answer everyone's question. If I don't answer your question, I will go back and review your questions and respond. So I'm so excited everyone's here. I see more comments. That's amazing. Thank you guys so much. So a few other announcements. I want to say that at UoPeople, nothing has changed because of the corona. I always like to say that so you guys understand your exams will not be disrupted. And I think there are exams coming up tomorrow. Am I right? Yeah, there's exams tomorrow.
Yeah.
So yes. Good luck, everyone. We're sending lots of well wishes to you. So yeah, good luck on your exams. But the reason why we are able to provide you with an education that's not disruptive is because we do have cutting edge educational technology. We've been around for over 10 years, and we're really here for you. We're really the pioneers in this field of online education. So we're very proud of that. So our staff, our volunteers, everyone's working round the clock to make sure that you have the best, you have the top education possible and nothing is being disrupted. Okay, so thank you everyone again for tuning in. I'm just gonna shift gears a little bit. I want to say a few more things, and then we'll get into the interview with Andreas. So I want to talk about how UoPeople can actually help you get a degree. So as you guys know, there's issues that students face across the world, which prevents them from actually getting a college degree. There's high tuition costs. The average tuition in the U.S. ranges from $20,000 to $50,000, which is a lot of money. And people like myself are kind of stuck with debt for a long time, especially in the U.S. There's also a lack of flexibility with getting a degree because you have to go to an actual campus, and this requires you to attend class at a specific time. Maybe not right now because there is a shift in education. A lot of students are going online. We've seen a big increase in our numbers. Last term, I believe we had 27,000 students, and this term we have 31,000. So there is a shift happening in the higher education field. Another barrier to getting a degree is proficiency in English. So English is, we know that that's a key language to know to succeed in a global economy, but not everyone's proficient. So the question is, how can UoPeople help with some of these barriers? So for starters, UoPeople is an American accredited university since 2014. We're accredited through the DEAC. So we are, an American accredited university, which is a great, thing for great way for people to study and get an American degree, but online and not in a college. So we are also 100% online, which gives our students lots of flexibility to balance work, family, whatever else with their academic work. And it also allows students from over 200 countries and territories to get a degree. So because there are there are people from over 200 countries and territories, not everyone is English and proficient in English. So UoPeople does provide English Foundations class. Andres, did you have to take that class?
No. I have my certification, but I know about a lot of people that went through it, and some of my friends went through it, and they told me that it's a really easy and good way to have basic knowledge of English and being able to go further with their studies.
Yeah, so we do provide that for our students who to catch them up to speed on the courses. So we also have instructors from top universities around the world. So we have a very strong academic leadership team. Some universities include Yale, NYU, UC Berkeley, just to name a few, Princeton. There's a full list on our website if you're interested in learning more. And we also offer personal support. Once you become an applicant, you get an advisor, and once you become a student, you get a program advisor. So there's always somebody there to help you every step of the way. Okay, so let's talk about health science. So this is Andres. This is your degree, so we'll ask you some questions about that. But what I want to say is that we offer a bachelor's degree in health science and an associate's degree. And the bachelor's degree prepares our students for exciting careers in the healthcare field, and it also prepares them within their community, community organizing, and education. And the associate's degree provides our students with an understanding of the social and biological causes of health and illness. So all of our all of the degrees we offer at UoPeople really offer you real life experience. So with that being said, I'm going to ask you, Andres, some questions. So let's start out with why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, Andres?
Okay, cool. So yes, I'm Andres. My name is really tricky to pronounce everywhere in the world. Someone give it a weird. Yeah. It's with this Latin R that nobody know how to pronounce it. So it's really cool. But anyway, so yes, I'm Andres. I'm 29 years old. I was born in Colombia, in Bogota. Now I'm living in Romania for the last 2 years. I have been able to live in different countries in Argentina and Brazil. And I'm studying now and part of the health science program. Really excited about it. I was never aware of the needs of having a degree when I was younger. So therefore, I really just started working and all that stuff. And I reached a point where there was a ceiling there, because you cannot progress in your career if you don't have a proper degree. And there's the point where I found UoPeople and was able to start developing and learning and being part of this amazing experience. It's been transforming in many ways. It's been amazing during these times. Before the crazy coronavirus stuff was also great. So yeah, that's me. It's been a crazy ride that get me here into University of the People that I just got in love with it.
Oh, okay. I'm really happy you're having such a positive experience. Can you tell us how you learned about University of the People?
Um, Really, it was Google. Google watching
Yeah,
the world
a
through
lot of people.
Google. Yes, yes,
Um,
it's unbelievable the amount of opportunities that online provides. Like I haven't, I was never a online person or social media and all that stuff. But when I was started browsing, there were not that much opportunities. Universities are always like super expensive, no matter if they're online or offline. Their level of flexibility is not that good. As I told, I have been able to travel around the world, so there's always the need of either come to the exams or be in a specific place, a specific time. So it was really complex. And out of the looking and looking, I found you the people, and it was wow. There's a chance.
yeah, so okay, that's really great to hear. And how did you decide to study health science?
I have been working as a teacher for small kids for the last eight 3 years maybe. So some volunteering work, and I was really looking forward to a career on service, giving back to community, being able to provide. I never found a way to do it. I like in Colombia we had the you're either administration or a lawyer or maybe a doctor, but I didn't want to take like 10 years of university. I didn't want to do it. Uh, I didn't saw any other degrees. When I started looking for health sciences, that's where I found the opportunity and knew the people. And I was, okay, this is really cool because this is connected with what I want to do. This would make my experience, my working experience, give it a degree. So it's really nice.
Okay, amazing. So, it's a good fit. So, what are you doing? Like, are you working right now? What's your job?
I was working as a teacher before the COVID times. I was part of the people that lost their jobs because, uh, here in Romania, as in other places, the schools were forced to close and have been closed for the last 2 years. And not everyone is ready for online education. I think that's a great point that we have in UoPeople, being able to adapt. A lot of people were like really their academic life changed way too much with this crisis. So I was working as an English teacher for kids, but last 2 months I have been job hunting around some freelancing stuff. But yeah, life changed.
Yeah. Well, I'm really sorry to hear you lost your job. I know you'll find something really amazing when one door closes and another one opens, of course. Can you tell me what kind of teacher you were?
I'm a TEFL teacher. I just teach for English as second language for young kids. It's I practically kindergarten kids sometimes. So even from taking care of them to teaching them the colors, it's super cool. It's a great experience to work with little kids.
Yeah, I actually did this same thing in South Korea, outside of Seoul. For anyone who is living in South Korea, let me know because I have a really like deep love for Korea. But I did the same thing, and it was such a cool experience. I will like always remember it forever. And like these little kids speaking English, and they
It's
were so,
unbelievable.
yeah.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
I totally hear you. Okay, so talk to me. You touched a little bit about this earlier, but talk to me about why you decided to pursue higher education.
Okay, as I told you, I think at the beginning, as I was younger, I thought like, hey, I need to find a job to get some money. So education was never like I was never like an A student or anything like that. I was a normal student. So I say no, I want to go work and find an opportunities and eat the world alive, all that stuff. But there is a point that you need to have some sort of certifications to be able to develop and open doors. Yes, I see the opportunity of studying as a way to connect with new people, broaden a network, being able to go somewhere and present and say, hey, this is me. and this is what certifies that I know what I know. So in that point, I say, like, I was doing some live scanning and say, hey, how high do you want to go? Um, and the next step was going for an academical certificate, degree that prove all that it's not just, it's a great life experience, it's a great story to tell. It's also some backup and some, like, I don't know, like some pillar of this life that you have to live.
Okay, very interesting. And so what were some of the challenges of getting a higher education in Colombia? You
Oh,
were trying to do that in Colombia, right?
yeah, yeah. Without going that deep, I think not just in Colombia, but maybe I think in all South America. And if there's people from South America, they may know also. Education is still a privilege for many people. As in US, it's extremely expensive to get education, and if you want to get education, you have to get in debt. Like, mainly, you will be paying university for 20 years after your graduation. So it was really expensive. Also, I also wanted to have a job and work, but there was no chance. Like, schedules of uh, normal education are very strict. So it was like, you either take your time on university or you work, but you cannot do the same at the time. And you need money to pay the university, but you cannot have a work. So
Right, right,
it's
right.
like this snowball of, we'll do it later, we start later, and when you open your eyes, you 5 years and there was no starting point.
Yeah. Okay, so let's talk about I'm curious from the viewers, if anyone can relate to what Andrea said about like education being a privilege in South America or wherever you may live. I'd love to hear from our viewers. So let's talk about actually studying at UoPeople. What has your experience been like?
Well, as I told you, I'm a ambassador of what we do. I think it's awesome. At the beginning, I was extremely confused. It was, at some point, I was, this is, I cannot believe this is university, because well, when I started, it was really awkward to be able to handle my own time. Like,
Right.
for me, every time education, you have to be somewhere at some point and spend some time. So when I start getting some of the courses by itself, and just the freedom of exploring and digging deep and trying to find different ways, and it was not that strict. It was super, like, I was confused. I didn't know, like, what's going on. But is that same feeling of that I'm in charge of my own education, that really got me into going deeper and study more and trying to interact more, being able to talk with people from all over the world. It's an amazing attribute of what University of the People offers. It's an exchange of points of views. It's super cool. It starts, you became part, like, as your owner of your own project of education. It's super cool because you're in control of it, and it gives you the power. It makes you feel that you're really in control. You're not just following an academical path. You're building your own stuff, and that's super cool. Now, I'm like, it's university. I have biology exam in the next days. I'm sweating, learning, reading, having troubles to sleep. It's still university, but it's super cool. I really like, it makes you part of a community.
Yeah, okay, that's really great to hear. And what about the courses? Maybe the courses, the instructors. What has your experience been like with the courses and the instructors?
Yeah, as I told you, I think that the different point of view is amazing. The instructors are unbelievable. I have had two of them that have been super nice with me. I forgot, especially my instructor of emotional intelligence. I don't remember her name in this moment because I'm really bad with that. But she all the program was there helping me, guiding me through an amazing learning experience. It was. those 8 weeks were unbelievable. And with all of them, everyone is super useful. Everyone is really helpful. My advisor have helped me all the time when I have all of tons of questions. I'm really annoying. Probably he would block me on his mail one day because I write him because of everything. But he's super nice. He's super nice. He has a lot of patience. He has a lot of patience with me. So it's awesome. It's awesome. It's unbelievable. And I don't know, like once again, dating back to my previous knowledge of academic environments, it's super nice that people are so approachable. Like you can write a message and get a direct answer, and they're super like easygoing, and that's unbelievable.
And okay, I love hearing all of that. Just out of curiosity, what's been your favorite health science course?
Oh, I have loved everything about psychology. I have taken 2 classes of psychology. The first one, the introduction to psychology, and the second one, I heard that's awesome. I want one. Um, and the
Sorry,
second
guys.
one,
He wants to be part of the live. I tell him all the time, you can't be in the live event. You have to be quiet. Okay,
I
sorry.
need one. And the second course was the one of emotional intelligence. I really like the part of psychology.
Yeah,
I like that part. The part of biology really breaks me, and I have a lot to work with. But it's really cool. Those 2 courses were unbelievable.
okay, amazing. And what about the students and the people that you've met at university and the people, as you know, we are an online university and maybe people are scared to, attend an online university because you don't think you're going to have like student interaction. What can you tell our viewers about that?
That's yeah. For me, it was also one of the first like really big questions about online studying because I thought it was going to be isolated by out of the world, but it's quite cool. It's unbelievable to see the different backgrounds and different kind of people that you can interact uh, in this kind of environment. And the plus part is not just normal interaction of hello every day on a classroom, is the sharing of ideas. Like when I go through some of my forums and reading what people think and the different perspective depending where they're from, it's like it opening your eyes to the wide variety of opportunities and point of view that the world have to offer. So it's unbelievable. Plus, in some courses you find people that you get along with and you just like click up like if you were in a normal classroom. So it's really cool. It's a different kind of social environment, but it's an environment that is really rewarding if you ask me.
Okay, cool. And have you actually made friends? Like people you talk to? I hear a
Yeah.
lot. Yeah, I hear a lot like people
Yeah.
connect on Yammer. Do you ever connect with anyone on Yammer or the
Yeah,
forums?
yeah, yeah. I remember at the beginning for me it was really awkward to write in the groups because it's like, okay, I mean, I don't think I'm old, but I was not born in the generation of social media, so I still need to see people face to face. But now after a while, it's super cool. I'm part of the Jammer. There's a lot of conversations in there. They really helped me when I had some issues with one of the class tasks that I didn't understand. It was terrible, and I didn't find the answers. So I went into the Jammer, and a guy, I don't remember his name, wrote to me, and immediately he helped me out. But over the courses, I have met a couple of people that we keep in touch with, friends on Facebook. We keep on talking about random stuff, and it's crazy. It's crazy how this online world works, but it really gives you the opportunity to connect, to be part of the community, as I say, and make friends. As weird as it sounds, I have friends that I have never seen in life.
No, it's really cool. I I asked you because all the students I talk to, they say they meet a lot of people at the university, and they carry on friendships, and it's really
Yeah,
nice.
totally,
Um,
totally.
So, as we know, University of the People is online, giving you, 100% flexibility with your schedule. How has that helped you in your life?
That's awesome. Like as I told you, I was working as a teacher. As a teacher, I work 6 a.m. till
Wow.
7 p.m. full time, 8 hours. Not like it's not 8 hours. It's more than 8 hours. So I never like I need education or anything that I'm gonna do to be able to be put in my nights, in my late afternoon, or somewhere that I can fix it. And the fact of the that we have these programs that are really up to you when you choose to take the time to study really makes it like if it wasn't that way, I would not be able to study. Yes, probably if they told me, hey, you have an exam at, I don't know, 11 in the morning, please be online, probably I would be forced to say, hey, I'm working. It's gonna
Right.
be an issue. So the flexibility is awesome. Like it really helped me to keep on with daily life tasks and at the same time uh, be an active student, and that's super cool. I think that that's one of the most awesome things that we can have here.
Okay, amazing. And I'm going to ask you one last question, Andreas. So the application or the Save Your Spot deadline, the final deadline, is to start studying next term, which is June 18th, I believe. So that final deadline is this Saturday, June 6th. What advice do you have for anyone who maybe isn't sure if online learning is for them or they're confused about UoPeople? What's some like final thoughts you have about advice?
Cool. Okay, like right to my mind, it comes two things. Number one, take the chance. Like I really, it was not out of my plan. Like, oh, I want to study. No, I just saw the opportunity. I took the chance, and I really fell in love with this opportunity, because opportunities are like that. They are just there waiting for you to grasp them. So take a chance. It's a different environment, yes. It's a different kind of education, yes. But it's what the world is moving to, and that brings me to my second point, and it's all the thing. My eyes were open with this crisis of coronavirus stuff that really it's crazy. But I saw how many people were like really struggling with the free time, with being able to study, with I don't have a job, and being part of an online community and working in this kind of environment and taking advantage of social networks and all this stuff uh, really give you the opportunity, and life goes on. Like if I was not studying, probably I would be seated home looking at the ceiling uh, with
Yeah,
nothing to do. So like this is what education and what the world have to move forward. And the fact that we're doing it, and the University of the People is like been doing it for a while, and we know how to do it. It was really fun when my boss, my former boss, asked me if I knew anything about online studying, and I show her, hey, this is where I'm studying, and she was like, but how does that? Yes, it works, and it have worked with, for many people. We're gonna go that way one day. Why not be on the first people who really start taking full advantage of internet and creating and taking the best out of it?
amazing. So I know I said that was my last question, but I thought of one more. I'm just curious, what's happening in Romania with coronavirus? Like, are you guys on lockdown?
We were on lockdown till the fifth. I mean, we're not on lockdown anymore, but nothing is open. So if you go out, you just have groceries, and some parks have been open for a week or so, or 2 weeks. Um, Apparently, things are going back to normal. Slowly, they're opening some restaurants. Um, Use your mask, normal, like new kind of world restrictions that will be there for a while.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I think the most difficult thing is uncertainty. Like every 10 days, you have new news and something new happens, so you're not really sure. I know, for example, that in educational terms, the years were canceled. Like they're gonna have exams, but the education will stop till end of summer. So yeah, it's I think uncertainty. If you ask me, the word is uncertainty, and I know like also in Latin America, Colombia is the same. You get different news every 15 days.
Yeah.
So this is the world that we live in.
Wow, crazy, crazy times. Well, first of all, thank you so much, Andreas. And I'm sorry, I just can't say that
It's
R.
great.
This
It's
will
great.
never
Believe me. It's,
happen.
ve- it's,
I took
it's
Spanish when I was in school, and I could never roll the R. So I just think that ship has sailed. But thank you so much for joining us today. You've been a delight, and I wish you all the best with your exams and your schoolwork. And
Thank you very much.
new job. I feel like, maybe you can find a teaching job online.
Yeah.
Actually, I actually have an idea for you. I'll tell you after. It's a company I know about that does like online teaching. Because I told you I used to teach in Korea, so I know a little bit about this stuff.
That
Um,
would be awesome. That's super
yeah,
cool.
yeah, of course. So don't hang up. I'll end the broadcast and then we'll talk. But anyways, okay, sorry guys. So everybody, thank you so much for tuning in today. It's been a pleasure to see you all. I love I love everyone who tunes in, but the regulars, I really appreciate seeing your names. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you. I see Christopher William Shepard. I'm always seeing your name, so thank you. That's just the one I see right now. Okay, so guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to save your spot. The final deadline is this Saturday, June 6th. There is a link in the description of this event. If you have any problems applying to UoPeople, you can always DM us. You can contact your advisor. You can contact admissions@uopeople.edu. On our YouTube channel, there are instructions. There's like an instructional video. There's like 9, and it breaks down the process of applying to UoPeople. It simplifies it, so that might be something that will be helpful for you. If I didn't address your question in the live, I'll go back and respond to you, so we won't forget about you. Don't worry. So everybody out there, I hope you stay safe, stay calm, stay connected with UoPeople by your side. I'll see you on Sunday for Sit Down Sunday at 10 a.m. Eastern time, and I'll go over the week's events with you. So, and Andres, thank you so much once again for
Thank
being.
you.
I really appreciate it, and just stay on so we can talk. And I'll see you guys later. Everyone, have a beautiful day. Stay safe and stay healthy. Bye.
Bye.